Hey, what's up guys? Mike here, and today I will be reviewing Michael Singer's book, The Untethered Soul. Now, I know that it's been out there for quite some time, but I still wanted to review it as it is one of my all-time favorites. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to explore the best informational resources that will have a very positive impact on your level of confidence and overall happiness. Now, Michael Singer's book is all about waking you up. Have you ever had the feeling that your mind is driving you crazy? That it just won't stop talking no matter what you do and it's draining your energy? That it's giving you anxiety or making you relive negative past experiences for no apparent reason? If you haven't really immersed yourself in the subject of human consciousness or spirituality, the answer will probably be yes. Actually, most people live like this their whole lives, thinking it's just the way the life is. The truth is, it really doesn't have to be like that. Life can be absolutely beautiful and you could be in a state of ever-growing excitement if you let it. And that is what the book The Untethered Soul from Michael Singer is all about. This book promises to help you free yourself from limitations and discover inner peace and serenity. In this video, I'll be giving you an in-depth review of the book, so keep watching to find out if it delivers on its promise. Who is Michael Singer? Michael Singer has been a spiritual teacher for more than 4 decades and he has written 2 books. The one we are reviewing right now, The Untethered Soul, and The Surrender Experiment. He also created an extensive 8-part online video course called Living from a Place of Surrender, which helps people liberate themselves from anxiety and negative thoughts and find true inner happiness and confidence. To find my review on the course, click here. Furthermore, Michael is the creator of a leading-edge software package that transformed the medical practice management industry, and he is the founding CEO of a billion-dollar public company whose achievements are archived in the Smithsonian Institution. While working on his doctorate in economics in 1971, Michael said he experienced a deep inner awakening and he went into seclusion to focus on yoga and meditation. In 1975, he founded the Yoga and Meditation Center known as Temple of the Universe, where people have come together to practice and study ever since. In addition to his work as a spiritual teacher, Michael has made major contributions in the areas of business, education, healthcare, and environmental protection. Now, about Michael Singer's book, The Untethered Soul. I have to say beforehand, this is probably the best book I've ever read. I think it's safe to say that it's the most influential source of information that has helped me change the way I view and interact with the world. The ultimate goal of the book is to wake you up and confront you with what is standing in the way of your happiness. Spoiler alert, it's you. Michael starts off with a very familiar mental dialogue that is likely to have played in your head at least once in your life. Shoot, I can't remember her name. What is her name? Damn, here she comes. What is it? Sally? Sue? She just told me yesterday. What's the matter with me? This is going to be embarrassing. Immediately, Michael points you to a very important fact, one that is both subtle and obvious at the same time. That is that we have a mental dialogue going on inside our heads that just keeps going and going. The problem is, most people identify themselves with this voice. Michael explains that this is one of the biggest misconceptions we as humans can make, a misconception that is the root cause of our unhappiness. If you are hearing right now, what are you talking about? I don't have a voice inside my head. That's exactly the voice we are talking about. How many times have you laid awake at night because your mind just won't shut up, thinking about that embarrassing thing that happened 10 years ago, or thinking about a made-up fight with your coworker? If you are the voice in your head, and therefore in full control, why don't you just stop, so you can go to sleep? You can't, because you are not the mind. It will just continue thinking of new scenarios, so it can keep talking. In this book, Michael goes to great lengths to show you that you're indeed not the mind, nor the body for that matter. He explains that you are the consciousness who is witnessing the mind and the body. Just as you are witnessing everything on the outside, such as cars and buildings, you are in there witnessing thoughts and emotions come up. According to Michael, our minds should actually be seen as a tool that can help us process the world that is unfolding around us. The problem, however, is that most of us get lost in the mind and lose sight of reality. They end up in an alternative reality created by the mind that is built on the very limited data the mind has gathered over the years. This alternative reality is our own doing, as we have put our minds in charge of constantly thinking of ways to make us feel safe and okay. The irony is, it's doing more harm than good. No, I can speak up now. If I say something wrong, everyone will think I'm stupid. Or if I dress like her, people might give me some more attention. Or if he talks to me like that again, I'll make sure he never forgets it. The voice even takes both sides of the conversation in order to keep on talking. I should buy this jacket, it will look good on me. No, wait, I can't buy it, I need to save money. Why though? I don't always have to save money. I should treat myself once in a while. But what if no one likes the jacket? Stop, what really matters is that I like the jacket, right? But I did gain some weight the last couple of months. Didn't I just read on Facebook that girls love guys with a bigger belly though? Who am I kidding? No girl likes me. Forget to check it. According to Michael, being subject to this personal garbage 24/7 and even worse, identifying with it, is what causes us to be unhappy, stressed and anxious. In his book, The Untethered Soul, Michael takes you on a journey to help you understand the situation you are in and provides you with the necessary insights to take back control and rise above all the negativity. The beauty of it is you don't need time, money or any other resources to get there. The only thing you need is to commit yourself to your own happiness and let go of the alternative reality created by the wandering mind. The structure of Michael Singer's book. The book is divided into 5 sections. Part 1 is called Awakening Consciousness. This first part consists of 4 chapters. These are called The Voice Inside Your Head, Your Inner Roommate, Who Are You, and The Lucid Self. In these chapters, Michael points you to the fact that we have a mental dialogue going on inside our heads that often goes on without us actually doing anything. He compares this voice with a very bad roommate that only you can hear and who constantly complains about everything while thinking he knows it all. How long would it take until you stop listening to that roommate? Michael then goes on to discuss who you really are, the consciousness who is experiencing everything both inside and outside the body. In addition, he explains why it's so easy for us to get lost in our thoughts and emotions and lose sight of reality. The second part is called Experiencing Energy and it consists of 3 chapters. These are called Infinite Energy, The Secrets of the Spiritual Heart, and Transcending the Tendency to Close. In these chapters, Michael reasons that people go about their lives thinking, feeling and acting without the understanding of what makes these activities take place. He explains that every movement of your body, every emotion you have and every thought that passes through your mind is an expenditure of energy. And the heart is one of the most beautiful and powerful energy centers. However, the problem is that as we are lost in our thoughts and emotions, we tend to close our hearts, which in turn results in negative states such as depression and anxiety. So by transcending the tendency to close, we can free ourselves from these negative states. The third part is called Freeing Yourself and it consists of 4 chapters. These are called Let Go Now or Fall, Removing Your Inner Thorn, Stealing Freedom for Your Soul, and Pain, the Price of Freedom. In these chapters, Michael explains that we as humans tend to try and create a world around ourselves that is predictable and controllable and findable. We do this because of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of losing control. The thing is, by living like this, we let fear and anxiety rule our lives. On the other hand, if we were to recognize this fear and work towards releasing it, it would actually solve the whole problem and bring us to a state of absolute joy. To do so, we have to remove the fear of fear itself. Michael explains that standing up to this fear can be painful in the beginning, but the outcome far outweighs the price of pain. The fourth part is called Going Beyond and it consists of 3 chapters. These are called Taking Down the Walls, Far, Far Beyond and Letting Go of False Solidity. In these chapters, Michael re-emphasizes the need for us to let go of our self-made fears through a story about a self-made house that is actually a prison. By taking down the walls and letting go of the false sense of solidity that we create when we try to control and worry our way through life, we allow ourselves to get rid of our limitations and boundaries and experience ever new joy. The last part consists of 5 chapters. These are called The Path of Unconditional Happiness, The Spiritual Path of Non-Resistance, Contemplating Death, The Secret of the Middle Way and The Loving Eyes of God. In these last chapters, Michael goes into great detail to explain how beautiful life can be if we would just get out of our own way. If we were to use life to let go of the alternative reality created by the wandering mind, we would be able to experience a life filled with unconditional happiness. Now, my personal results after completing the book. Well, as I said before, this book is probably the best one I've ever read. It really has the power to change your life. When I first read this book a few years back, it was like it had woken me up. Realizing that it had been lost in the mind for all these years, listening to all the garbage being produced by the wandering mind, made me feel like I'd been going through a life asleep. This book gave me so much perspective and made me realize why we as humans act the way we do, why we go to war, why we feel anxiety, why we have so many problems with ourselves and with each other. It's because we are all lost in the alternative reality created by the mind. This alternative reality dictates how life has to be in order for us to feel safe and okay. And since everyone has a different life with different experiences, we all have a different alternative reality inside our minds. These conflicting alternative realities lead to all the problems we have. Realizing this has helped me grow exponentially. In fact, the life lessons in this book were one of the first things that had an actual impact on the anxiety and the low level of confidence that I was struggling with. And it gave me even more motivation to keep learning and to keep growing. I would recommend this book to everyone who can read and probably even those who can't. If you are struggling with anxiety, depression, anger, or other negative emotions, this book will change your life forever. And even if you don't have these kinds of problems, this book will provide you with so many valuable life lessons that will make life a lot more enjoyable. So here's a summary of my review. What I liked. Now, it definitely delivers on its promise of helping you free yourself from limitations and discover inner peace and serenity if you are willing to listen. Michael conveys his message in a very interesting and understandable way, and it's one of the few books that can really positively change your life. And yeah, what I didn't like, I can't think of a single thing. Now, the personal benefits, I gave it 5 stars. As I said, this book is one of the first informational sources that had an actual impact on my anxiety and low level of confidence. The life lessons in this book have the ability to change your life for the better. If you really pay attention to what is being said and apply what you learn in your daily life, you will be able to set yourself up towards a path of true inner confidence and happiness. Now, appeal, I also gave it 5 stars. Interesting feels like a major understatement to describe this book. The moment I started reading, I didn't want to stop. From beginning to end, Michael managed to grab a hold of my attention without letting go. Language, again 5 stars. The language used in the book is very understandable even if you aren't a native speaker. Michael explains relatively hard to understand concepts in a way that is very comprehensive. He also makes use of different kinds of stories to elaborate on things which might be harder to understand. Now, price is 5 stars as well. The price of the book is $14. In my opinion, this is really a bargain. For the amount of value that's in the book, I would have gladly paid a lot more. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to order it. So the overall rating is 5 out of 5 stars. In conclusion, this book is a must-read for everyone who wants to gain more clarity in life and make it a lot more enjoyable. It really has the power to reduce anxiety and other negative emotions. I think Michael has really made something unique, and I appreciate him for helping others wake up and take back control over their lives. As I said, Michael has also created an online 8-part video course that helps you learn about your true relationship to the world that's unfolding around you and to the thoughts and emotions arising within you. It's called Living from a Place of Surrender. Take a look at my review of the course here. Thank you for watching.